la 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 la.
Welcome back to the Groovy Guppy. It's been on quite a while and quite an adventure here. I think it's been several months since I've been able to make a video. And the problem I had was my house became unlivable. That's a bad thing. We had a lot of rain this last summer and the water got underneath the foundation of the back half of the house. Not even where the fish tanks were. And, well, now we've got cracks going to this house, top of the house, and foundations falling off the back of the house. Went out about 8 inches, so I've had to move out of that house, and I've moved in to a trailer. Now, trailers and fish tanks, yeah, a little different. I've got rid of a couple large tanks, but I still got 50 fish tanks in this trailer. This trailer happened to have a few extra foundation poles, and I made sure I lined up my tank and my shelves. You'll see that here. I'm still cleaning up the fish room. And I've got 2 racks of fish tanks now and a couple other side tanks. And I got a tank right here too. It's an adventure putting 50 fish tanks in a mobile home. But we're getting there. But that's not today's topic. Today's topic is the duckweed wars. For those of you who don't know what duckweed is, it's a little surface weed. It grows on the top. And it looks like that. Okay, and now it doesn't really hurt your fish. Okay, it doesn't. It's actually not bad for your tank, but it does make it a little hard to feed certain fish. Some people think it's unattractive. Other people love it. Most people want to get rid of it. It grows it starts doing this to your tank. It starts, looking at all nasty and everything. And this tank needs some work. I'm actually going to put my pea puffers in here pretty quick. I'm going to do a little work in this tank here. This was just temporary setup for some plecos that are swimming around in there. I think they're still swimming around. Lost a lot of fish in the move. Had to move in such a hurry that really wasn't well prepared. But my plecos are doing fine in there. I lost some puffers. Lost a bunch of cories. But anyway, so we're going to make this a puffer tank here next to my desk. And in this video pretty soon I'll show you the rest of the room. So anyway, video of the duckweed. It multiplies very, very fast. And getting it out's a challenge. Now, I've used a bevy of tools. A bevy of word? I think bevy's a word. Whole bunch of different tools. Whole bunch of tools. This is the first one I used. By the way, most of these tools do work to some point or another. And do I have the tool I'm actually going to use now? Anyway, this works. You skim it along the top. Occasionally you get a little shrimp or a little guppy in it, but pretty much you can see what's in there. This works. Kind of a little hard to get it out of there sometimes. Okay, I don't use it anymore. I did use it for a while. Go on. So, I wanted to do something a little faster. So I started pouring water through this. This is just an old fish food thing that has holes in the bottom with a little piece of mesh I put in there, and you can still see some. I don't use this anymore. I scoop the water, pour it in there, and then so I can make sure I don't get my fry in there. It worked. Wasn't super fast. It took it out. Don't use that anymore. It's gone. And this is another thing that worked. Nice little spoon, and this isn't bad. This is not bad. It is a little hard to get in the corners a little bit because it's rounded, and so you do miss a few, but it gets a large. You can take a large volume out with this, just kind of scoop it out, tap it into a bucket, and there I guess we need to do that. I have the hardest time finding that little the camera's up there. Those stars must have to work real hard to know where the camera is. It's pointing at. Anyway, scoop, it works. Okay, I'll use that sometimes too. Okay, now. Another little thing that this was this worked pretty darn good. This is a protein skimmer for saltwater. It's a small one. And I took the protein part out and I built this little thing with that needle point or what, I don't know that. Zip tied that together, and those of you that know me, I love zip ties. And so I would put this in here fills up with duckweed, and it works great unless it's got a lot of duckweed like that. It takes quite a lot of in and out, in and out, in and out. On top of that, you're really not supposed to be holding this in the water. And there's ways to hang this, but different level tanks. It works good. It worked. I mean, every one of these systems I've tried has worked. Okay, not gonna throw that. Another system I've used. Okay, another system I've used. Believe it or not, the vacuum cleaner. Make sure it's a wet dry vac. This does work. Now, this little one here was a little bit pain in the neck because 2 gallons of water, it fills up, and there you go, you're done. So, because I have lots of tanks, I wanted to go faster. I've actually gone and used a smaller shop vac. Woo, big. That works great too. Both of those big vacuums have a little issue, and so does this. But if you have guppies or small fry, sometimes they get in there and die. Yeah, they get hung up in there. If you're running that for quite a while, or sucking them up in there, you get them up in there and you can't see them. It's not good. So I quit using them. I like to keep my guppies alive. That's the point of having them live. Okay, don't kill your guppies. So hold on a second. What did I do? Where did I do with it? The tool I'm actually using now. Pause this for a second and go get it. Let me go get the tool. I think I left it in the other room. And the thing I'm using now is a real expensive high-end tool here. Got this for 98 cents. It's really, really up there in price, and it works great. Let me show you how to do this. Okay, let me get you over here. Let's not drop the camera in the fish tank. You can see here, lots and lots of algae. And what I do is I usually have a screen across my computer, or I put a screen over here. I'm going to try to bounce this across the light, which is probably not advisable, folks, but we're going to do it anyway. Not everything I do is advisable. Okay, got my cord in. So you can take this right here. I'm going to just try to do it right here in the middle. Try to hold this and do this and watch it. There we go. Just take this across the top. Leaves the water in the tank. Look at that. This takes out massive amounts of it with least amount of fish getting sucked up. That's what I've discovered. And it is pretty darn quick. Okay. Look at that. I mean, we've just got gobs. I got some algae here developed right there. I think I'm going to take that out of there too. Look at that. I mean, look at that. Gobs and gobs and gobs. And that's how I'm winning the battle of the duckweed, folks. And that's a quick one right in there. Okay, now this won't get every single leaf, but when you have as many tanks as I do, I don't ever expect to ever win it entirely of the battle. Okay? It's really hard to get every last piece of this out, but you can see I can go in just a few minutes, and especially if you take these plants are just laying in this tank at the moment because this tank's getting set up. But look at that. I mean, it just, can you see it? Hope that's coming out good, because otherwise I gotta pour it all back in there and do this again for the video. Anyway. Plants down there, there's swords in there. As best as nothing's touching the surface of the thing, but you know. Look at that. And that's just in a few minutes. And no fish were killed in the making of this video. See? So that is the number one way that I've discovered of all the ways I've tried to remove duckweed in mass. See? You'll get a few snails out that way, but I don't care about them. Actually, the snails in this tank are okay because this is going to have puffers and they will eat them all. And those of us with live plants all pretty much have snails usually. Okay. Anyway, so to win the battle of the duckweed, folks, hang you guys back up. Go get yourself a little comb. Make different sizes for different size tanks, I guess. Real cheap. Scoop it up. Now, that's a lot of duckweed. Now what do I do with it? I dump the water on my keyboard. Yeah, baby. No, let's not do that again. No, I don't do it. I quit. I'm never making another video again. Now I got a wet chair and a wet keyboard. At least I don't have to get my wet shirt wet. Okay, I'm cleaning the keyboard up. Okay. Chair. So I don't sit down in a wet chair. Oh my. You know, when things go wrong, that's life. When they go right, that's somebody else's life. Okay? Anyway. Duckweed, comb, save yourself all the hassle, all these other tools. Spoon worked pretty good. I like the spoon too. Everybody has a comb in their, well, I had to buy a comb. Most people have a comb in their house. Yeah, I literally had to buy a comb. Anyway, I hope this helps. You all have a groovy day. Hey, if I don't see you before Christmas, which is, what, 3 days away?